Students may not get credit for taking Sergeant Allegre's 90-minute class on campus safety.
Welcome to It Can Never Happen Here, USA.
But what they take away can be worth more than any grade.
Most of us would like to believe that it's never going to happen to us, but that mentality causes us not to be prepared.
According to an NYPD report from 2006 to 2012, schools have been the most targeted sites for a mass shooting. Of the 323 cases studied, 271 occurred in the U.S. California accounted for the most school shootings.
There's been several instances here at USC where, whether it be a domestic situation or an employer-employee relationship that went bad, where people have come back to campus with the intent of causing harm.
Safety officials say not being a creature of habit is the first step for protection. Instead of always entering buildings through the main entrance, it's best to mix it up and become familiar with alternative exits. That way you can safely leave if your normal route is in danger. Away from campus, the Coliseum takes key safety measures well before the football season kicks off.
We have emergency guidelines we review before the season, training events that happen before the season, and really we need to be prepared to have any response and be as prepared as possible.
The USC community has recently voiced its concerns for attending athletic events. This comes in the wake of recent tragedies.
There was a heightened level of concern. There were calls coming in from parents and students about what are you doing to beef up security. And again, we already have it at a pretty high level.
At the Galen Center, security has the tools necessary to ensure safety during events.
We have a security office where we have an officer on the cameras monitoring what's going on inside and outside the building. And if we have to zoom in and see if there's a particular problem in the seats, that officer can give us eyes on that situation.
Sergeant Allegre teaches if worst comes to worst and you're faced head on with an active shooter, you have two choices.
The only options that you have left are to either A, beg for your life, or B, fight back.
When it comes to fighting back, disarming the shooter is the top priority, as Sergeant Allegre shows.
Grab the barrel of the gun and tried to get it down, forced it into the ground as much as we can. So that gun is now pointed to the ground.
Just make sure to listen carefully to Sergeant Allegre. This education can last and save a life. For Channel 6, I'm David Tepper.